Bitcoin almost blast up to 94K. Are we finally going to be able to get over this resistance, or will we be sent back down again? Let's find out. Welcome back to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Right now it's about 12:30 p.m. Eastern time, and the price of Bitcoin is currently at 93,334. And before we get started with the top-down analysis, I want to go over these two winning trades that I gave you guys. The first one is on the 4-hour chart. Give you guys this falling wedge with the measured move taking us to about 93,850, and we made it pretty much almost to the measured move to 93,765. And yesterday I also gave you guys another falling wedge kind of flag here on the 1-hour chart with the measured move taking us also to about 93,636. So those are two big wins for the FlexCandle community. Those are wins of over $3,500. So congratulations whoever took that. That's a big win for us. And starting off here with the weekly chart, we could see that we're getting above the 80 moving average, which is currently at 92,376. Like I told you guys yesterday, all I really want to do is close a candle above this on Sunday, which is about 5 days and 7 hours away. The stochastics are pointing up. If we could do that, then we could inch our way closer to this 50 moving average at 101,340. As long as we stay below the 50 moving average with closing candles, I would have to say that we're in a bear market. But if we ever start closing 2, 3, 4 weekly candles in a row above the 50 moving average, we might be back in the bull market. So we have to look out for that. We also have to keep in mind we could wick up to the 50 moving average and then from there fall down. We are still technically in a bear flag that could bring us down to about 70k, even 65k. So we have to keep that in mind as well. Take a look at the 6-day chart. The stochastics RSI, we're getting about halfway up there. We're also above the 100 moving average. It looks like we want to make it towards this 80 moving average at 97,793. 5-day chart, we're having a green candle at the moment as well. We're trying to see, this is kind of looking like a double bottom here. So this, could bring us up towards the 21 moving average, which is also at 97,431. And the 3-day chart, the stochastics are getting toppy. This candle closes in 2 days and 7 hours. The last candle closed green. We've been able to stay above the 21 and the 200 moving average, so this is getting bullish. And this is starting to look like we can make some type of inverted head and shoulder, where this is the left shoulder, this is the head, and maybe this is the right shoulder, and this could bring us up towards 100k. The only thing I'm not liking is that the stochastics are kind of toppy, but we can also drag. Look how long we dragged here sideways for a while, so that could still give us a big move up. On the 2-day chart, stochastics, we're on the way down, but if we zoom in, I'm starting to see that we could possibly start curving up. You can see how there's a V-shaped recovery here on this blue line on the stochastics RSI. Been telling you guys that this looks to me like a Adam and Eve double bottom. We have a V and a circular bottom here, and it looks like we're going to be making our way up towards this 50 moving average at 96,765, and possibly even to go test this 200 moving average at 101,000. Now on the daily chart, this is really looking good because the stochastics have curved up. We're on the way up now, and the RSI has also curved up, and we finally made it towards the 80 moving average at 93,793. Now this is where we have resistance. This is where we have to blast through. If we could close a candle above the 80 moving average, then we have a chance to go towards this 100 moving average. That's also at 97,613. Told you guys since last year that I was seeing some bullish things happening for the month of January. It looked like we could be going to about 97k, 100,000, and so far is looking that way, but we must get above that 94k resistance in order to do that. And the 22-hour chart, stochastics are still low. We're on the way up. RSI is pointing up. We're pretty much strongly above the 21 moving average here as well. This is starting to look like it could turn into some type of a cup and handle here. Right here we come down, and then all of a sudden we could blast up. On the daily as well, this is also looking kind of like a cup and handle. I was telling you guys that yesterday. It looks like if this is a cup and handle, this might blast up, but like I said, this is probably going to take us above the 100 moving average. Take a look at the 10-day chart. We're starting to get a little toppy here. Again, I'm liking though that we are above the 21 to 200 moving average. Even if we pull back, this could just be, like I said, some type of a cup and handle, and then we could blast up from there. 8-hour chart also getting a little toppy, but we could drag here for a while. The 4-hour chart, this is where we had that beautiful falling wedge that played out perfectly. We're starting to get a little toppy here as well, and we're kind of far away from the 21 moving average, so I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of cool off here a little bit. That's currently at 91,333. There is resistance here where this wick is at around 94,800, so we might cool off here and set up a new pattern and then blast up from there. Again, if we start coming down here, this could be a cup and handle. On the 1-hour time frame, stochastics are also getting toppy. We could possibly drag here for a while. I'm expecting a little pullback now. Like I'm telling you guys, we're far away from the 21 moving average. That's at 91,982. If we could stay above this 21 moving average, or just simply go here sideways and wait for the 21 moving average to catch up to price, I do feel like we are going to blast up. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a flag pattern here just to anticipate it, and let's see if are we going to go sideways and wait for the 21 moving average to catch up to price, or are we going to go down towards the 21 moving average and then blast up from there. As more candles arise, then we'll start adjusting the patterns here. So this is just to give us more or less what could be happening next, and let's just see what the measured move of this would be. So if we go sideways and this plays out as a flag, well, this will take us to about 95,185, and that would help us break the resistance of the 94k. If this kind of like falling wedge happens here, if we got to go towards the 21 moving average, then this takes us pretty much straight into resistance at 94,217. So let's see which one ends up playing out. I'm hoping that we just go sideways, that way we can finally get to 95k. We head over to the 15-minute chart. We see that we are currently flagging out, but we are starting to roll over, so we might tap this 21 moving average, which is the 92,717, maybe go up from there. If not, we need to hold this 200 moving average at 91,539. So right now, guys, overall, I'm seeing us trying to make a move towards that resistance at 95k, 94k, and possibly blast through it this time. We've already knocked on the door many times. I think this time might be the time that we do it, and we're probably going to end up going to at least 97k. At that time, we'll reassess and we'll see if we have the strength to make it to 100k. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.